Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me or not, please. How's everybody doing? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me? Or no? Or is it distant or is it good? Let me know. Let me know. Very good energy in here. Can you guys hear me? You hear me? Do you hear me well? Like it's good, we're good? Or am I distant at all? Like be straight up with me right now. Let me know. Am I loud or am I distant? Is it perfect? Is it crisp? Or should I plug in the microphone? Plugging in the microphone, you just don't have to exert yourself as much, like to get you to hear on this thing I'm using here, so I might just go ahead and do that. Probably a good idea. Right? Yes, you can hear me well? Okay. I'm just separating cards right now. I'm sorry you can't even see this. You're really just like, what's going on? I'm just dividing the cards, making sure they're all upright, because I do not do reversals, okay? Okay. All right. So let's start off here with the first three people here free. The first three, so I could have sworn Sanch came up and was in here first. I mean, I saw her first. I don't know where she's at now, but it now looks like Feisty is the first. So, Feisty, if Sanchez comes back around or whatever, then, you know, she can definitely be one of them, but anyway. So, Feisty, Zaria's Tarot. Hey, Zaria's Tarot, you guys go ahead and subscribe to Zaria's Tarot. She's here with us in the chat, and I'm pretty sure she has a channel. Let's see. Yeah, I'm already subscribed to it. Everybody subscribe to Zaria's Tarot. We support other people that do tarot. So, Saprava, okay, or no, Queen Famous. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's later. Feisty, Zaria's Tarot, and Nicole. Okay, I'm sorry about that, Queen Famous. So, hi Feisty, hi Zaria, hi Nicole, hi Saprava, hi Queen. Okay, yep, covered everybody. Okay. Hi. So we're going to do Feisty, Zaria, and Nicole. General. First three free. If you guys want to know how to do that, all you have to do is, obviously after you subscribe, next to the subscribe button there's this little bell icon. And if you click it, it'll give you three options. When you click it, select the option all, okay? Because then that will make sure that you get all the notifications when I go live. So that's how that works. Very simple. And you could do it any single time I go live. I'm not going to change it anytime soon. So if you want to get a free reading, that's how you would try and go ahead and do that. Be the first out of 3 people here to type in the chat when I start live. And you get a free reading. it's a general reading, okay? So no questions. If you guys do have a personal question you want to ask, go ahead and ask it, but you'll have to donate, and all the information for that is in the description. $5.55 for one question, $7.77 for two questions, and $11.11 for three questions. And if you do that, $11.11, three questions, you will get a bonus oracle reading, okay? So yay for that. Now let's continue on with Feisty. Feisty, what's generally going on in your life right now? What do you need to know? You sure you guys can hear me all right? All right, so Feisty. Devil energy here. What's that about? I have to wait for a second to see what this looks like. I have to catch up really quick. Can you guys see this cord right here? Oh no, the light's gonna go off. Please don't go off. Okay. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what to do. This thing is... There it is. Nope. There it is. Woo! That was a bitch. Sorry about that, guys. My light is on its last run. So it's hard for the button to work sometimes. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure that it's like fine. Okay, good to go. I know I did, yeah. I totally did. Because, and then the light turned off. I was like, shit. All right, so we're going to start with the devil here. Feisty. All right, let's get back into it. Sorry about that. So we're looking at the devil. I mean, is it a toxic energy? Is it a Capricorn? You know, is it just something you know you shouldn't go towards? Something that's kind of bad, you know? Something that's kind of, you know it's bad for you. And you have to use your better judgment here. And the good news is that you actually still can, you know? I feel like this is talking about like, hey, you have a chance to get yourself from doing this, you know? Prevent yourself from doing it. It's not necessarily like you have to do it yet. I mean, it's not like you've done it yet. You need to heal from something and take a break or take a rest. Take a rest away from something. Heal from something. Just get away, you know? Like, just take a break. Okay, so what's the devil standing for here? Let's clarify it with card. You need to be, yeah, this is all about communication. I don't know if you see this right here. Right here. King of Swords, Ace of Swords. I just have to wait for it to catch up. I can't tell if you can see it or not. Oh yeah, it looks great. Awesome. Okay. So, Ace of Swords is obviously an opportunity for success in communication. You know, talking to somebody, getting your word out, you know, being heard, okay, clearly. And the King of Swords is perfect for that because he just tells people straight up. I mean, he does not have emotion about it. It's impersonal. So it's like there's something here that basically, like, you have a chance here. You have a chance to say what needs to be said, but toxicity too. There's toxic with this. Maybe it's a Capricorn person you're just dealing with, right? But if not, you know, what is this toxicity? And why do you have to speak it? Why do you have to be careful? Someone's not committed to something. Knight of Wands. What is this pull? You're supposed to take a break. I think we had talked about this already in your last reading, huh? This is like exactly what we said before, remember? It was like, you guys are going to talk. You know, you can talk still, again. Like, if this happens again, you're like, I'm going to lay low for a while. I think this is talking about that. Remember, taking a break from the person, like, possibly taking a break from that person. And this is Sagittarius energy, but it's also talking about, not just Sagittarius energy, but talking about, like, your well-being and, you know, how things are going, your environment, and how everything feels, you know, on a daily basis. Like, just how you are in general. Your harmony around you. So it's like, I feel like obviously you need to have a talk with somebody because this is going to fuck with your harmony. But at the same time, you might want to just lay off on that and, you know, deal with this. Since these cards are like more prominent, the main energies here, and we clarified them. I feel like the devil here, it's like you have to use your better judgment on what you're going to do because you might not want to take this break right away. You know, you might want to just kind of go towards this toxic thing instead of using your better judgment and taking the break instead, you know. And then we do see with the clarifiers that it's a situation where somebody's not committed to something, or they're just not going to be committed, they're not going to stay around, you know, and it's going to really fuck with your well-being. And the whole purpose of this is, you know, communication. Like, are you supposed to go towards this person and communicate? I feel like, honestly, you could probably do without. You know, like, that's what it's saying. It's like you could do that, but I feel like that would be walking towards this devil character, this toxicity. I feel like what needs to happen is, instead of you going towards this toxicity, you need to go towards this break. Use your better judgment. Well, you know, listen to yourself, honestly. I mean, that's the best thing you can do. You're telling yourself right now, you know, there's nothing wrong with doing what your body wants you to do. Like, don't fuck with that. You should do it then. You know, you really should. I mean, it's not forever, it's just a break, you know, especially if you feel like you're going to break down or shut down. That's not a good thing. Let's take care of that, you know? So, okay. Yeah, so the conclusion of this, I feel like, you know, you're going to try to go towards this thing that is toxic, right? And you should probably use your better judgment on this one and just decide to take a break instead. You even said yourself you had a different reason for why, you have your own reasons for why you wanted to take this break right now. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking a break. I think you should do that, especially if it's something that you already were thinking yourself. Then definitely confirms this reading here. And the other part of that is, you know, you walking towards this devil character instead of using your better judgment and taking a break and taking a rest and healing from something, you know, just taking a little while if it's not this way, I see it, the clarifiers we're showing, it's talking about you being, straight up with somebody in communication and, harsh even, impersonal even, it's not something that's necessarily, like a good thing, so that's why the devil's there, but I see you going towards that if you do not use this path and use your better judgment and take a break. So obviously it's not going to be a good thing, somebody's not committed, and that's probably what the conversation's going to be about or feel like afterwards, like somebody's just not really in it like you are. And that fucks with your stability and your harmony in your life. So you got to use your better judgment on this one, Feisty. I think you should just do what you need to do for yourself, but it's up to you. Especially with your comment, you're going to shut down. Like, that's when it gets serious, We don't want to do that for anybody. No one deserves that. Take care of yourself first. Zaria's Tarot. Okay. Zaria. And then Nicole. Okay, Zaria. How you doing, Zaria? Oops. I'm not even going to touch that cord, even though it's going to bug me the whole time. Zaria's Tarot. What do you mean? You're funny. Okay. Zaria's Tarot. Think, learn, network, and communication. Oh, I know what you mean, because the cord. Yeah, totally. So, Zaria's Tarot, it's Mercury. So, think, learn, network, and communicate. Also, Gemini and Virgo energy with Mercury there. This is just a general. Let's see what comes out for you, what you need to know, basically, today. Or right now in this moment. What do the cards want to bring to your attention? Can you guys hear me all right? I feel like you can't. I feel like you're far away, but I guess I'm kind of in a corner, so. What else does Zaria's Tarot need to know? Oh, I love this combination. House 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Okay, so what we're talking about here is, excuse me, you guys. I might be getting a little sick, so sorry about my voice today. All right. I'm just trying to make sure this looks okay. It's lagging a little bit for me. I don't know which one's the best. I mean, there you go. So, yeah. Friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. So, Mercury, and House 11. It's like you're gonna network, you're gonna get with people that are just like you, like us, like right now. So that could be partially what it is, this is something that's important to you, or, significant for some reason. Thank you. Yeah, me too. I will. That's why I'm still doing this. Sun, self-express and embody truth. Okay, so this is where you feel best, Are you an Aquarius person? Is your Mercury in Aquarius? Or the 11th house? Or your Sun? I mean, any of these placements, if they apply, that would be pretty cool. Sometimes that happens. But with Sun, I feel like, yeah, obviously you need to do what feels best, do what feels right, do what feels good, and you're wanting to go towards people. Maybe you're gonna have like a new project or some kind of like idea with somebody else who's like-minded like you. Like, we should go and do a live together sometime. There you go. There's, for example. So, let's see what else. 9th house, spiritual growth. Okay, nothing wrong with that. You can't hate on that. So, spiritual growth though. So obviously with these people, you're feeling very good in their energy. You're just, you know, think, learn, network, and communicate. It's, you know, you could be focused on some new idea or some new plan or some new kind of thing you guys are trying to see if it'll be a trend or something. You know, some kind of like thing you're trying to do together with somebody else that's like-minded. So it could be like work, it could be like, you know, just a project in the community, you know, helping your community. That's totally 11th house vibe. And it feels good in this energy. So, it's supposed to bring spiritual growth as well, which is awesome. So let's see what else. Let's clarify a little bit with tarot and see if we can get a little detailed from this. A couple more details here. What do we need to know about this reading in the 11th house? What are these like-minded friends? Humanitarian beliefs, think, learn, communicate. What is this trying to say here? What is the cause? 9 of Swords. So you're just feeling like you want to get out of the same routine you've been in because you're feeling bad about yourself for some reason. You need to like get out of the routine you've been in, or it's something where you're feeling like you're not good enough in some area, so you're just kind of wanting to expand what you already you know, have been doing. And also on top of that, I feel like with the spiritual growth thing, it's either karma or, you know, obviously just you're supposed to spiritually grow in this way at this time. I mean, this is something that's meant, but it's meant in a good way because obviously you're already, there's something that's bothering you, you know, you're kind of feeling like something you need to heal in some way. So, yeah, perfect. 8 of Cups. Yep, exactly. 8 of Cups is all about, you know, you have that one, in this deck it doesn't show it exactly the same, but 8 cups here, but, you know, something's just empty. You're just empty. You have an empty part in this, you know, there's a space that you're trying to fill. Most people will try to fill it with somebody else, you know, another person, or just whatever, you know, isn't healthy, just something outside of themselves, you know. They need to go within, and that's what this card's all about. So you're feeling bad about yourself. Yeah, I feel like this is the perfect timing for all of this to happen because it's obviously like you're going through something and you're going to grow and learn from this. So spiritually grow, or spiritual growth, that's a great card to get. That's awesome because that's positive outcomes there, you know, with this whole experience. Yeah, there's something you really can't let go of there. It's something you just have been holding on to, and you try to get over it, you try to get past it, but then you find yourself not being able to get past it still, and it's really holding you back. There's also this, the World card, you know, it's talking about cycles that need to be broken, and something's coming to a complete end, something's coming to completion, and you need to just kind of roll with it. It'll be a lot easier and a lot, you know, more smooth, obviously. Spiritual growth is the outcome here, so obviously I don't think you have anything to worry about going toward that path of breaking a cycle. You know, this is the same thing that's been happening. You know, the come full circle, the world goes around, and it's the same thing, and it just keeps going, and there's something you need to let go of and heal from. So I feel like this is a time, you know, of healing and of you just trying to figure out, like, what makes you feel best, you know, what makes you feel full, what fills that emptiness with that 8 of Cups there. What makes you feel full? And it's not another person, because that never works like that, you know, that's what we do, and it doesn't work. You have to find it from within. You can't get it from another person, only temporarily. Okay, now Nicole. Yep, Nicole. Nicole, we got some greed going on here. What is this? The 9 of Cups. What is this? Somebody wants something. They're not seeing anything but that. Nicole. Ooh, somebody feels justified in having been sneaky or doing maybe stealing something quite literally. I mean, you would know better than I do what your life is, the circumstances in your life anyway, are relating to this in any way. But basically, that's the main message I see is somebody's trying to get away with something sneaky and they feel justified. They don't even feel bad. They feel like, yeah, whatever, they feel kind of, not bad about it. Ace of Swords. That's random. Because this person's trying to avoid confrontation, okay? Like, that's what we know because we see this Seven of Swords. We know that this person's trying to avoid being confronted and they just kind of want to tiptoe out of there without having to face what's going on. Interestingly enough, the Ace of Swords came out too. So it kind of tells me, there's going to be some communication here. There's opportunity for communication. Maybe to fix this whole thing or to, make right with it. But I'm not really sure. It doesn't seem like that's what the person feels they need to do. It seems like they don't feel they did anything wrong. We have Cancer here. Cancer card here. But also going towards something. So let's see what else. Page of Wands. So somebody kind of impulsively makes a move. They go towards something. They choose, they decide, and they go towards something. So, but they did it kind of, prematurely. They did it too early. They just kind of impulsively did it. Took an action, made a decision forward. And they decided not to be committed to something that they were once committed to. They decided to move forward from something and kind of just leave everything else behind, on to the next idea or mission or thing or person, whatever it is, on to the next phase of life. So interesting. Interesting. So somebody's greedy here, somebody's wanting to get away with something, and then maybe they take the high road and they impulsively do this. They don't want to be committed to something anymore, so they're going to, or they don't want to really be involved or responsible for something, or, have any kind of expectation there, just kind of moving on from something that they were once very passionate about. It comes out of nowhere. We see the Knight of Swords here as well. So it comes out of nowhere. You can't really prevent it or see it coming. You can't prepare for it. It's just not that simple. It just comes out of the blue, This is not something that you prepared for. And it's just kind of like a shock, because it's out of nowhere. This person kind of ditches out, and that kind of makes sense with the whole trying not to be confronted, because this person doesn't necessarily come to you and say, hey, I'm leaving now, it was nice, they just kind of get out of there. So that, they're trying to not be confronted out of nowhere, they feel like they're justified. So this is impulsive for them as well. They didn't really plan it, and it was kind of just happened, and they decided to ditch out. They made a decision. Which way are they going to go? They're not going to go the way, they're going to ditch out. Basically, they're going to go the other way, away from you. So, interesting. Yeah, so somebody's not committed to something. Or this could be you as well, of course. Of course it could be. Yeah, something is not being let go of here, Page of Swords. So, somebody's hanging on to this, though. They're hanging on to their feeling of dignity. I mean, they feel like it's fine,